Yes. Good morning, everyone. Let me adjust this. Okay. So good to see you. Good morning. Namaste all. Okay, the science of vocabulary. So I know, yeah, good morning, everyone. Yes. Okay, friends, good morning. Now do one thing. Good morning. And now stop typing this message, good morning, and focus on the section. Okay. And keep a pen and notebook very handy. Keep it. See, I have my pen and notebook here. Pen. My notebook is there. So keep it handy. Let's start. Okay, I'm sharing my screen with you without further delay. And here we go, friends. The first and most important thing is what I do. I mean, many of you don't know this. So let me maximize. Okay, it has got stuck as usual. Hope so. We will get it back. Okay. Great, guys. So many students don't know that what we do actually here, because maybe some of you are new here. You don't know who's Sandeep Patil, what I do. So actually my qualification is a PhD in mechanical engineering, but my passion is working on communication skills, public speaking skills. And I believe the most important thing is building the strong emotional personality. Okay. And staying calm in situations. For example, many of you have problem while giving your presentations. You get stuck while giving public talk. You make mistakes. While talking to your seniors, you make mistakes. So how to overcome that? That's psychological part. Many of us feel that English is only about grammar or vocabulary. It's not like this. We have messed it. We Indians have messed it. We have messed up everything. English is not about grammar. It's not about vocabulary. It's about psychology. It's about mindset. So if you don't know, I take live sessions, training sessions, and our sessions are not small or short. We have 1 year and 2 year sessions where I will be there live. So if you're interested, you can join. Don't call it as advertisement. I'm advertising and I'm selling my course. No. If you feel the course is good, go and look, research about us, go and ask our students, go and see the feedback. And if you feel this guy genuine, then join. Otherwise, don't join. No doubt about this. There may be some better course than me. You can go and join. But many students have told me after joining that we did not know that you are taking live sessions. You are taking personal training sessions. We did not. We thought that you are only selling the downloadable courses or something as such. No. And one student gave me a compliment. You know what she said? She may be there right now. She said that we did not know that your fees is so less. We thought that it will be quite high. So this is for you. Let us move forward now. Let us start. Okay. So the science of vocabulary development. See, I have used the word science. There is a reason behind it. Science means study. I have studied this, how it works. And vocabulary development is a science. You have to understand the science. And I will tell you the science. Okay. How dear friends, vocabulary will not bother you. It's about psychology. And that's what I'm going to change here. I'm going to teach you here. It's not about taking the word list and cramming it. It's not about that. There is a right path for that. Sequence is there. There is a method for that. There is an order for that. And that's what I'm going to help you on. And be there. Don't just peep inside what's happening in Sandeep Patil and go. One of the most important problems today we have, it's a big problem actually, though it's not a topic of discussion, but it's a huge problem. It's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. ADHD we can see. And that is not only for kids. Initially it was for kids, now it's for adults also like you. This is a major problem we have to do. Because we aren't able to focus. We aren't able to stay in one place. Look at this video now. Many of you will not be able to stay here. You will be fidgeting. This is boring. Leave it. Let me find something else. This is okay. There is nothing musical here, nothing sensational here, nothing interesting here, no funny. You will leave it and go it. This is a mental disorder actually. And this is happening because the technological changes that we have seen in the last 10 years, 15 years. We can't stay in one place and sit and listen and understand and take down the notes. So don't do that. Listen carefully. Sunday it is. I promise you, I will not spoil your Sunday morning. 25-30 minutes I will talk. But this 25-30 minutes is the result of my 20 years of study. I'll tell you, I was making these slides just now. And to be frank, I started making these slides at around 9:25. And I finished my slides in 15 minutes because I don't need any slides also because it's my own personal experience. My vocabulary notebook is lying here. My books are here. I know, I mean, whatever I'm telling you, it's not from some other videos, from some other trainers. This is my own personal experience, what I have felt. That's what I'm going to share with you. Vocabulary development is a process. Try to understand first now. It is not a course. Course finishes. Vocabulary development never finishes. These are the most important tips which I'm going to give you. So if you're feeling like, well, I will write some 500 words in my vocabulary notebook and my job is done with. No, it's a continuous process. Even today also, my vocabulary notebook is here. As I said before, yesterday's my vocabulary is here. Yesterday, I worked on my vocabulary. My vocabulary note. Yesterday's last word I'll tell you. This is what I knew, but still I have written down the word. Squealed. Squealed is the word which I've written here. Squealed means what? To shout with excitement. Children squeal in excitement. This is my vocabulary notebook. So it's a process, it's a journey. And this is my vocabulary notebook. So if you do not have that discipline to continue, then I'm sorry. Vocabulary, come on, vocabulary is. One student said to me that, sir, you train for communication and personality development and all. So tell me how to be very attractive, how to be more impressive. And I said that do one thing. Stop impressing people by external show off. Stop that. Wearing fancy clothes and hairstyle and using the deodorants and, the creams and all. People will judge you when you will open your mouth, when you start speaking. And that is vocabulary development. When you have excellent vocabulary, good English, people will judge you. They will respect you. They will take you seriously. You don't need these external things to impress them. That's the power of vocabulary. And but to get that, see, vocabulary, even your physical looks, how you look physically fit or not. People will judge you. Oh, yeah, he is well maintained, quite fit. But to build that fitness, you have to go and slog in the gym, You have to control your mouth. That food, that gel, what you put inside this mouth, what do you put in? Same thing here. Vocabulary will not come easily. You have to take it as a process. It's a lifetime process. No matter what your age is, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, vocabulary development is a continuous and never-ending process. I call it as kanai, continuous and never-ending process. It's like Kaizen, Japanese concept of getting better day in and day out. Getting better day in and day out. It's a very fantastic concept, Japanese concept it is. I use that. What Japanese people do is, when they want to improve any product, they continuously improve that product by 0.1%, 0.0%. But they keep on improving and they keep on getting better and better and better. Vocabulary is like Kaizen, it's like kanai, continuous and never-ending improvement. Do you have that in you? That's the science of vocabulary. That is the mindset you need that. Vocabulary will not come to you so easily. I remember one student was there in my institute and he was wearing that chain, that Salman Khan wears that chain now, a bracelet. And he was wearing that and he was flaunting it. I said, wearing a Salman Khan bracelet is quite simple, but do you have body like Salman Khan? It's not simple. It's not easy to imitate. Make a body like Salman Khan. Make the fitness like Salman Khan. Then I agree. Then I accept. It's not possible. We just have the hairstyle, body, all these things which are easy to imitate. But what about one more guy was there, he was kind of trying to imitate the Virat Kohli hairstyle. He has a typical hairstyle. I said, do you have that discipline of Virat Kohli? That fitness he has? Do you have that? No, he is my ideal. Oh, he is your ideal. That's great. But what do you take from? You have only taken his hairstyle, which is very easy to imitate. Go to a saloon and they will train you, and you can't just by looking like Virat Kohli, you can't be like Virat Kohli. If you really follow him, adore him, acquire his qualities, that discipline Virat Kohli has. Let's come on. So it's a process, it's not a course. Continuous and never-ending improvement. Get committed for that. Be committed for that. I'm committed for my continuous and never-ending improvement in my vocabulary, in my communication skills, in my self-improvement. Day in and day out. Make Sunday learning day. And you are doing it as you are attending my session. Next session, next point. Again, it's very important, guys. Dictionary meaning and practical meaning is different. Very important, huh? Dictionary meaning and practical meaning is very different. Let me give you one example here. Hop. Now, if you go and refer a dictionary meaning of hop, the exact dictionary meaning is move by jumping on 1 foot. 1 foot, like, hop a little, jump a little, that rhyme was there in school. But if you go and see how this word is used, it can be used as hop. But it is also used, for example, practical meaning. See, he hopped into the car and left. What is this? Now, do you mean he jumped on 1 feet and how it's happening? Here, the meaning is hop means what? He quickly get into the car and left. Got it? See how it is used. But you have to understand. The dictionary meaning will, you refer a dictionary, that's fine, but you go and see language is very practical. Words are used in different situations, contexts. Understand that. So only knowing the dictionary meaning will not suffice. You should know the practical meaning. And practical meaning you will come to know by multiple readings. Reading, yeah. From where I got this word, hop. I got it from, while I was reading, it was a blog, I guess I was reading that. Then listening is regular. Then you will realize, oh, hop word is used in this way also. I did not realize. So practically, you're talking to someone, a native person who's using. You're watching some good TED Talks, watching a movie. Then you will realize that how actually these words are used. But there are some people who are over dependent on dictionary, and then the problem starts. Their English sounds like very synthetic and artificial flavored. It's not natural. So this is the second point. The dictionary meaning and practical meaning is different. Hey guys, hope you are there. Be there. Let's move forward. And the next point number 3. Don't use, this is very important. Before, what happens, I'll tell you. Before preparing for this session, I guess 2 or 3 days before, one video popped in front of my screen. And the vocabulary development methods, like, 5 tips for vocabulary development. And in that video, that lady gave those tips. They were so complicated. I can give a metaphor. The treatment was more scary than the problem, than the disease. That method was so complicated. 5 tips. Oh my God. Are we going to actually do it? Are we going to do it? Imagine like this. Imagine you're having this. Think of that situation. Are we going to do that? A lot of fancy words were used. For example, what was that? Even I don't remember the method, the 5 steps. So I'm not going to give you any complicated. Our method must be easy, and it must be a part of your everyday routine and life. Understand this. Vocabulary development must be a part of your routine and everyday life. Otherwise, you have to just think about what is the method. First step was this, second step is this. No. Yeah. Keep it very simple. You getting my point? Keep it very simple. I will give you the simple method. Otherwise, you will do it for a few days and then you will stop. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you a simple, easy method which will give you that, oh, now I understood this. 1, 2, 3 steps. Got it. Simple. And once you start following that, it should come naturally to you. So the methods should be natural, easy. As I said before that, you have a disease of poor vocabulary, and now the methods or the treatment given to you is so complicated to follow, so difficult to follow. How are we actually going to imagine the words? Tell me one thing. Imagine the word. Imagine you are in the situation. Connect this word with the situation. Connect this word with the person. Are we actually going to do that? Is it practical? Is it possible? Do we learn English? Do we develop vocabulary in this way? You are making vocabulary development as like a very complicated brain surgery. A neurologist, a neurosurgeon comes and he performs the surgery for 7 to 8 hours. Why are you doing that? Not really. Don't complicate it. Keep it very simple. Okay, the fourth point. That's the method. Work unconsciously on vocabulary development. Unconscious means what? Here it is. Focus, write it down, okay? Focus on gaining knowledge and not vocabulary development. What is that? Gaining knowledge means what? 2 things are very important. Gaining knowledge, 2 things are very important. I will add one more, but 2 things. First, reading. Reading is the first. And while reading, you should focus on what you should focus on? Reading. You should focus on gaining the knowledge from the book. Try to understand. Vocabulary develops only when you are hungry for the knowledge, not when you are hungry for vocabulary. I've seen many people, my vocabulary improvement, I have to read for vocabulary. It's not going to happen. The more you stress, the more you force yourself. My vocabulary development, it's conscious. You're consciously developing. Vocabulary develops unconsciously, means what? Understand. When you focus on reading, when you enjoy that book, when you like that book, when you feel like, wow, what an interesting story this is. Let me read. Oh, this word is there. What is the meaning of this word? I'll write it down. And I'm not writing the word here because I want to develop my vocabulary. No, I'm writing the word because I want to understand what's written there. I want to understand the book. See, yeah, the purpose is not vocabulary development. The purpose is to understand the contents of the book. Got it. This is easy method. No complications. And when you're doing that, you will see that, understand, vocabulary development is a byproduct of gaining knowledge. I repeat again, vocabulary development is a byproduct. It's not the main product. But because we want good jobs and we want to crack some entrance exams and, we want to be a good communicator, we are only focusing on vocabulary development. It's going to backfire. It's going to harm you. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. I told you, first reading, next listening. Listen to podcasts. Come on, enjoy. Why to listen? Vocabulary development? No. I love to listen to a podcast. I love that podcast. Sandeep Patil podcast is there. Why I'm listening to this podcast? Because he talks so very important things about psychology and self-improvement and personality improvement and getting better. Listen, not for my English, not for my vocabulary. Third, when you're watching any TED Talks, TED videos, see, I always recommend you to go for TED Talks. I will not recommend you to go for any garbage video. I will not do that. And that is not my nature. My nature is not to make you addicted to YouTube or all such contents. No, if I do that, oh my God. It's a big sin, it's a sin. I will not do that sin. As a teacher, I will never do that. I will never do that with my channel also. I will never do that. You put some garbage in my video and waste your time. My videos will have knowledge. It will have good content. You don't need jargons, guys. Next point is that you don't need jargon. Let me give jargon, difficult word. Even jargon is jargon. You don't need, for example, tell me one thing. Prognosis or prediction. Which word you know? I think second word, prediction. So you don't need prognosis. It's a medical terminology which is used by doctors. In their technical language, when they're writing a report, it's for another doctor to understand, not for you. So don't use jargons. Look at this. People feel like I have to use Shashi Tharoor vocabulary. Look at my English. I'm speaking to you since last time. 20 minutes. Have I used any jargon, any difficult word? The rule of good communication, I'll tell you, you should use vocabulary to connect and not to impress. And if when people find that in India, this is especially true. I mean, people feel like if I use some difficult words, even writing and speaking also, people will get impressed. They will not get connected. They'll not get connected. Second thing, the more you try and use difficult words, the more you get nervous and anxious, because now you are thinking, which word should I use now? Use the word. Oh, what do you predict about this disease? What is the prediction? Oh, this disease will be fine. I mean, we can cure it. What is the prognosis? Prognosis. How it go? Program. That's what happens. So when you're talking and when you're trying to impress that listener by using some difficult and tough words, it's not going to work, guys. Not going to work, buddies. Try to understand this. Okay. I will tell you, next part is that. Okay. Don't force yourself to use all the words. Last time I told you, my first part, if you haven't seen it in my first part, last Sunday I recorded that part. What we are doing is, we always believe, okay, if it is in the notebook, my vocabulary. If it is in the notebook, it should be in my mouth, not required. There's a big gap between notebook and talking. See, words in the notebook are there in the notebook, but this does not mean that they should come out of your mouth easily. They will not come. They will not come. I will tell you how they will come. Effortlessly, they will come. But if you are getting stressed, many people come and ask me, sir, I know 2,000 words, but while speaking, I don't remember them. Well, what do you mean 2,000 words? Where are those 2,000 words? So in my notebook, array, they are in your notebook, and you are not the notebook. Your notebook is here. That is a physical paper notebook. So you don't need that. And the more you force, the more you try and force and use it, the bigger the problem. Try to understand, it's very important. Do you have this experience, many of you, while speaking? See what you do. While speaking, that constantly you're checking your vocabulary. Am I using the better word? Oh, I'm not using it. Oh, I used a simple word. So should I use that word? Oh, why I'm not able to? Right, guys, come on. Instead of communicating, now you are talking in English as if it's like a kind of performance, a dance performance, a musical performance. English is not as a language. You have made it so complicated, guys. Why you are doing that? Just keep it simple as a language. So no need to do all these things. Don't force yourself. These words will come out of your mouth. When they will come, I will show you. We have that point. Another, you grammarize the vocabulary. Grammarize. I have seen people, what they do is it a verb, noun, or adjective? Look at this. What they do? Hook word. And what they do is, see here, they ask me, sir, how it is used? Verb, adjective, or noun? I say, why you want it? Because now don't look at the screen, listen to me. What people do is, when you put this verb, noun, adjective, you go in the analysis mode. Now you are analyzing English, words, and language cannot be analyzed. If you do the analysis, you will go into paralysis. Try to understand. You can analyze maths, chemistry, physics, biology, which I have always said on my videos, but you can't analyze. Then, sir, how will I come to know how the word is used? I'll give you one example. Look at this. Hook, for example. He was hooked on the match, or he was hooked to the match. Oh, I was hooked with that movie. It was so nice. Now, what is meaning of hooked? Hooked means completely engrossed, completely glued, completely focused, attracted, hooked. Okay. Second is, use the hook to lift the object. Now what you will say, so hook is used here as a noun. Here it is used as a verb or whatever it is. Don't. When you read the entire sentence, you should be able to understand how it is used. Oh, use the hook to, use the hook, that's all. Don't think here, okay, how hook is used. Okay, is this used in this way, that way? Not required. When you read the entire sentence, dear friends, when you read the entire sentence, you will be able to understand how the word is used. And that is called as English IQ. That will only come, guys, that will only come when you are regularly. See, we do. What is the problem is? Our problem is, biggest problem is this. I think all of you will agree with me. Our biggest problem is, sir, quick English, fast English. Impossible. This is not an instant dosa or instant idli, instant noodles. And you know, like if you're eating all this instant food, what will happen to your health? Same thing with English also. To understand how the word is used, it takes time. You have to spend some time, and slowly you will develop that English IQ. And without understanding whether it is used as a verb, noun, or adjective, you will be able to use that word properly. Have patience. Got it? Okay. So understand types of words are there. I have divided them. Simple. Spoken words. They are used in spoken English. Example, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling hopeless. They're used in spoken. Second, spoken and written. They're used like same word. I'm feeling gloomy. You know, I'm feeling rejected today. I don't know what's the problem today. Gloomy. They're used in both spoken and written. But some words are used in written English, like melancholy or apathy. So you are not required to use this written English words in spoken English, because most of the people will not understand melancholy. They will understand hopeless. Sir, I want to use better vocabulary. Good. Gloomy you can use, but again, it depends upon the audience. It depends upon with whom you are talking. If the person isn't able to understand, oh, I'm feeling gloomy, he said, what? Oh, I'm feeling sad too. I understood. So don't use vocabulary to impress. Use vocabulary to connect. Got my point? Definitely go with melancholy and apathy. Keep it in your kitty. Keep it in your dictionary. You can use it in written English. And next time, if you find like, sir, I'm going to native speaking country, I'm going to US, I'm going to talk to seniors. Melancholy, that's at the beginning what I said. It's a continuous and never-ending process. Definitely, you should know sad and gloomy and melancholy also. Raise your bar. But first, use these words. Sad and directly don't hop to. Don't hop there. I use the word hop, which was used just now. Got it? So it's coming naturally to me. Okay, let's move forward. Now, category of words. Now, this is very important part. Very important part. Are you there? Very important part. Words are categorized into 3 factors. Look at the table here. Friends, acquaintances, and strangers. Let me explain you. All of you have your friends. No? Your loved ones are there. No? Do you forget their names? How come? Never. Why? Because they are always around you. They're always there to help you. You say, hey, hi, Sandeep. Hi, what's up? Do you forget his name? No. Do you forget your mother's name? No. Do you forget your wife's name? No. Another thing is acquaintances means what? These people, you know them. They're in your apartment. They say, hi, what's up? How are you? You know them. But you don't know their exact name. You say, hi, Mr. Sandeep. Sandeep. Acquaintances, you know them. And strangers, you have never seen them. They just come first time in your apartment. You say, what do you want? What's your name? So words are like this. Like I've given this example. Let us take the word dirty. We all use the word. Oh, it's very dirty. Stained. Some people know this word. Stained. It's very stained over here. Similar meaning. Dirty and stained is very similar. Not exact similar. Filthy. What? Filthy? What is this? Now, what you have to do? You have to convert friends to acquaintances. Sorry, I beg your pardon. You have to convert acquaintances to friends and strangers to acquaintances. First step. And afterwards, those acquaintances, those strangers who became acquaintances, they will become your friends. Now, it's very simple to tell. But remember, I say my methods are easy. Sorry, my methods are easy, but they are not very easy to follow. What I said at the beginning, I will give you easy methods. I will not complicate them. Very simple. But I don't want to do that unnecessary complications here. I don't want to. Let me explain. Sir, what do you mean? You have to convert acquaintances into friends and Understand, this word filthy will become acquaintance, or this word stained will become friend. When it will become? When it will become? See, in our brain, there are categories. 3 categories are there: friends, acquaintances, and strangers. All the stranger words should go first. It will go in acquaintance category. Acquaintance word will go in friends category. How to do that? That is the point. Change the category. First is what? Here. Strangers. First word will come here. Then the word will come here. And then the word will come here. Okay. Word will come here means what? This word will come here. First time you are stranger, for example. Oh, you are reading. Oh, new word. Stranger. Now what you did? You wrote it down. Now it became your acquaintance. Meaning of this word. Filthy. Do know filthy. Very dirty. Filthy. Now when you've written down, now your job is to listen that word. If you don't listen, that word again will perish. It will go. Or it will just be there as a stranger. It will not come out of your mouth or not come out of your pen. That means you will not be able to speak or write. Listen. What to listen, sir? Yes. I'm going to give you a very interesting method of listening words, which I will not tell you. But right now, I will tell you one thing. Listen a podcast regularly. And then second method is record your own voice. Record your own voice. All the words which you have in your vocabulary in your book, record in your mobile phone and listen them. The exact method I will tell you afterwards. But that is listen. See, 2 methods. Listen a podcast and listen your own vocabulary voice, which you have to record in your mobile phone, which I will tell you as I said. Next, then use the word speaking and writing. Now here is the problem. If you want to convert the word, now this word has gone in the last category, that is strangers. Now it has come into acquaintances. Now if you want to bring that word into friends category, what you have to do? You have to speak here to write. Otherwise, this word filth or this word stained will go out. And sometimes if you don't use the word which is in the category of acquaintances, will go in the category of strangers. And so that's the reason why speaking is very important. If you don't speak, you will not use the word. And when you will not use the word will perish. So guys, this is all about building your sound vocabulary. Guys, let me tell you that. It is doable. It is doable. Now, what is the process? Wait, don't go. Wait, the process now, I'm telling you. I repeat again in short. Simple. All this I will summarize. Simple. Forget vocabulary. Forget vocabulary. Forget English. Focus on developing the routine and the ritual. Every day I will read regularly. Fine. Number 2 step. Keep a proper vocabulary journal and write down the words. While writing down the words, don't focus on vocabulary. Focus on understanding the book. Next, listen to the word regularly. While listening to the podcast or the method which I told you, which I'll tell you in future. That listening method. Recording your voice. Do that and forget everything. Just forget that. And slowly you will realize that the words are changing the category from stranger to acquaintances and acquaintances to friends. They will change the category slowly. It depends upon your current level of English. If your current level of English is not good, it will take more. Got it? And just forget that. Understand? Stressful journey or peaceful journey? What do you want? If you are stressed, your English will not develop, vocabulary will not develop. But if you follow my technique, unconscious vocabulary development method, unconscious. One day your friends will say, wow, vocabulary improved, huh? Communications has gone better. What do you do? Tell my name. Great, guys. It was really nice spending this Sunday morning with you. Take care. All of you. Namaste and goodbye. Again, maybe next Sunday or after that, I will be live with you. Bye-bye. Thank you.